This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Jade Empire. In the last episode, we left the cave finally to head back to our peasant village, but unfortunately, seems like Gao the Lesser, upon his death, set our world in a blur of emotion and despair, as our peasant village had been burned to the ground by Gao's forces as well as the Lotus Assassins, though they got there first. So now Master Li has been caught, and it's time for us to make our way to the capital to see if we can find him, and whatever else our destiny has required. We're joined by Dawnstar, our childhood friend, and Sagacious Zhu, the hermit of the swamp, who turned out to be a former Lotus assassin. However, despite him being a former assassin, he seems to know a lot more than a standard thug or assassin member should know, as far as we understand. Perhaps we'll find out more. Not today, though. Time to head to the Tian's Landing and see what to do next. Let's start Chapter 2. Wherein the fall of Dirge is detailed, the woman in black speaks of Death's hand, and Gao the Greater learns the fate of his son. Two Rivers is in ruins, and Master Li has been taken captive. It is clear that this attack was carefully orchestrated, and that shadowy forces have taken an interest in you and those around you. Leaving your home of 20 years, you set out after Death's hand and his Lotus Assassins, intent on discovering the reasons behind this assault. Alright, so I think, if I remember correctly, I think we can choose to swap out Sagacious Zhu if we talk to him, I think.
Make your way south across the bridge and onto Tian's Landing.
Oh, no, I guess not. Oh, actually, let me check the swap-in box really quick. Let's see. Yeah, you can swap out...
It is an honor to fight at your side.
So you can swap in... so whoever you choose to leave, swap out, they just go back to the Mosquito for now. But yeah, you can swap out between your members at any time via the swap out thing, so... Alright, although it looks like I glitched Sagacious Zhu out and he disappeared, so... anyway, it's fine. We can just swap him back out whenever we do so.
Do you feel that? Something is here. Something that hates the living.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've... If Dawnstar mentioned something about hating the living, probably means we've got ghosts and spirits to deal with. I mean, right? Doesn't she have like a sixth sense about ghosts or something like that? She's a spirit detective. Man, I wish I was a spirit detective. Oh wait, didn't the game something about me being like a spirit monk or something like that? Alright, we got spirits. As far as I know, I think they're immune to the, like, slowdown ability and so forth, so I can't do that strike where I can get, like, HP and stuff like that. So I guess one of the few times you might want to, like, have an HP improve item sphere type of thing might be with spirits and stuff like that. Luckily, Dawn's abilities can break their weaknesses, so they're not too bad. So, although I think Sagacious Zhu can also affect spirits too. Huh? What the?
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These three pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly.
Yeah, some crazy watery tart lady with like creepy claw hands told me something about my amulet has multiple parts. I wonder if that's the game's way of saying we have a way to upgrade our abilities. Anyway, a vision that the same creature saw in the spirit cave in the school. Never mind, let's just get going. I don't want to be completely rude to Dawnstar, so a vision, the same creature I saw in the spirit cave in the school.
You saw a vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more. We shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tien's Landing across the bridge and south? Sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
Alright, well, I'm glad you're with me, Dawnstar. It's nice to have your perspective on things while we're here. So we have to find, so we got now another clue, so we have to, or not another clue, now we have another objective, so we have to find Master Li and all this other stuff, but now we have to find these bits of my amulet to improve my abilities. So one more step into and improving my skill for whatever this world or journey goes to head. And obviously the dialogue is different if you have Sagacious Zoo with you instead of Dawnstar, so it's really more of a personal preference how you want to, like what characters you, it's like any, whoa! Uh-oh, we just pissed off the dead by messing with their gravestones. Woo! Wait, did I get poisoned? Oh, I got poisoned. Well, for a second anyway, you could see my life like barely dripping down, so. Alright, let's just switch to, whoop! Let me switch to my ice shards. Because I remember magic being able to affect them. Spirits apparently can be actually probably one way to do that would be to use your freeze ability and then come in with the physical attacks. Oh, we dropped trying to get over that sphere. There we go. Yeah, don't mess with people's gravestones apparently. Yeah, not too bad. We haven't gotten to like the more difficult parts in the game. They do get more tough later on. I mean, technically, if I wasn't paying attention, your life bar can just drop if you're not paying attention during combat. It's like whoop, by spirits or whatever. But that's why you kind of want to keep your body at least a decent length or whatever, or decent height, and when you level. I mean, if you want to make this game challenging, you know, keep your body at a low percentage and improve everything else and see how that goes. All right. So, ooh, bones. Ooh, what is bone? Hey, Dawnstar, want to see a dead body? That's so crude. We just saw our friends die. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Huh, I got a bridge here. Can't do anything with that. Huh. For now, anyway. Keep that in mind. Yeah, luckily the roads apparently are kept up during times like these, because we have a pretty clear-cut path of where we need to go. Don't have to go through the forest. Hey, people. Conscripts. What? Huh. I don't know why they're fighting us, but apparently they are, so alright, well. And we'll just do that. Blow up! Yeah! And weirdly enough, that is not considered a Discord ability. You would think being able, like, doing stuff like that would be, it's just a game mechanic, basically. So. Obviously, if I decided to upgrade my skills and abilities, I would, I would, do slightly. Actually, I'm trying to remember. I know you upgrade sometimes your attack goes up on certain builds, but a lot of times it's just how fast you are and little things like that. So, but yeah, I'll probably end up, like in previous games, end up playing pretty much a low level build for a lot of stuff just to save it for stuff later on in the game. And there's a wait. I was about to say it's highlighting a cask. Where? I mean, I will take advantage of more of my abilities later on, and I will improve certain things, but...
Stop where you are! Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed.
Look, I don't know who you are, Hot Stuff, but we are not part of Death's Hand or Gao the Greater. I don't even want to think about being associated with those people. What do you know about Gao the Greater's hands? I will not follow Death's Hand. What do you know? Get out of my way. I won't delay my revenge.
Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
All right, we have a boss encounter against Silk Fox. Huh, that's an odd name. Okay, we'll go with that. Can I freeze you? Well, if you don't dodge out of the way, I guess. There we go. Haha! Get a few extra hits in there. Come on, Dawnstar. Beat the crap out of her. Yeah. This is what you get for... Whoa, she's still frozen. Haha. Yeah, some assassin you are.
Enough! The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile.
Did you just tell me I have a flaw in my technique? What? What does that even mean? And you wouldn't let me beat you? Insolence or something like that? I think we beat you pretty handily. We froze you with magic, but okay. Whatever you think, lady. I'm not in a league with the Gao or the lowest assassins. Who are you? Why do you fight with the lowest assassins? Get out of my way. I'm after Death's Hand.
I see truth in your eyes. You seek revenge on Death's Hand. You are not my enemy, but who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was.
Hey, I don't know if you know who I am, lady, but I'm an MC, and we seem to just somehow break the impossible, somehow. As why I must face them, to avenge the dead. I will pursue them both. I am not afraid. My business with Death's Hand is my own.
You show no fear, even after seeing the power he wields. A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
Who was that haughty-toddy lady telling me my skill, like, telling me that we may or may not survive? What? She's looking down on us. Ugh. How disrespectful. Hopefully we never see her again. Although she does have a unique sprite. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, that fight wasn't too bad at all. Just freeze him. Because she's basically a humanoid character, she suffers all the pitfalls of a humanoid character boss. So that's why monsters are more dangerous than humans in a lot of times in these games, because oh, he said follow the fish and go that direction. Let's see what the other way is though before we continue on. Whoa.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed.
You look to be local people, not Death's Hand the way you look. Who are you? I didn't have a choice about landing. I go where I like.
Impudence. We have orders from Death's Hand himself, peasant. All intruders die.
Oh, well, Imperial soldiers, hopefully you pray to whatever god you, or whatever. Actually, I think they pray to like commies or something like that, I think. But pray to whatever you pray to, because you are being defeated by me. Woo! And blowing up. No, not close enough for that. I think the guy who voices Zhang, or a lot of the male characters, I think I hear him like a billion times in the game. Like, he's like almost all the male actors.
Stop. I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier.
You wear the uniform of the Imperial Army. Who are you? Lion Cur, you die now.
Wait, please, listen. My name is Chen Yi, a simple peasant from the village of One Stone. Surely you can tell by the way I stand that I've had no training. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army.
Sorry, folks. I've been forgetting to read the lines of the other choices, so for those who might be listening, don't know what I'm doing, so sorry about that. I just realized after a couple of choices, I'm like, wait, I'm not even vocalizing the other options there, so. Answer my questions if you want to live. I have decided to let you live. I don't believe you. Time to die. I don't believe you. Time to die.
Wait! This man is just a poor peasant. Show some compassion. At least hear what he has to say.
Fine. Answer my questions. I'll let you live.
I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus Assassins just told us to guard the gate while they searched the ruins. That's all, I swear.
If you basically if you have Dawnstar with you, she's prone to tell you to do open harmony choices, while if you're with Sagacious Zoo, he's more prominent to accept closed fist option. So that's another reason maybe to choose one over the other if you're trying to keep on Dawnstar's good side, and it's better to be on Dawnstar's good side if you're harmony playing, like open palm stuff like that. But if you're closed fist, you usually want to play Sagacious Zoo. So it just depends. I'm usually gonna choose closed fist options for the most part, but it really just depends on who I've got with me and all that. So tell me about the Lotus Assassins.
They are evil, pure evil. They forced me to serve them. They would have killed me if I disobeyed. I had no choice but to guard this door while they searched the ruins.
What were they searching for?
I don't know. I was here on the far side of the gate, and the gate itself is locked. Only the Lotus Assassins themselves are allowed into the ruins.
Well, what good are you? And then we just kill them anyway. Do you know anything about these ruins?
No, nothing. Only that the gate leading into them was locked. The Lotus Assassins had to get a key from Shang, the Imperial Minister in Tian's Landing. But I think the ruins are haunted. I hear strange sounds coming from beyond the gates. But even the threat of ghosts can't keep the assassins from their search.
Did I already ask him what they were searching for? No, I'll ask him again. What were they searching for?
I don't know. I was here.
Okay, never mind. Okay. No more use for you. Time to die. No, I promised Dawnstar I wouldn't do that, so go. Leave here and never return. Oh, that was a harmony point.
I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
You showed great compassion to that poor man. I am glad to see you can be merciful as well as strong.
Don't worry. It's not like getting one harmony point's gonna completely like mess up my path to getting Discord. So don't worry. Don't worry if you get random like good points every once in a while. Like even if you're trying to go for a full like Discord build. Sometimes it's just RP when you think about it. So keep that in mind. Yeah, no reason to have that focus. No reason in this case. No reason to have that focus and reduced because we have a focus shrine like right there. I was like, ooh, silk strings. I think that's a. Hold on. I think that's a gem. Let me see really quick. Oops. No, it must be a. Let's see. Where do we put our? I guess it's under journal when it comes to certain things. So. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the quest log since last time. Might as well check that really quick. You were challenged by a woman clad in black as you approached the Tian's Landing. She apparently saw you leave 2 rivers and assumed you were a minion of Death's Hand. You convinced her otherwise after surprising her with your martial skill. Dang straight. It seems the mysterious woman in black expects the 2 of you to cross paths again. Be on the lookout. She could be a useful ally, but she could also be a dangerous foe if you have another misunderstanding. Yeah. If you say so. Master Lee's captors took him in the direction of the Imperial City. To follow, you must secure a new flyer and a wind map to ensure you don't have another rough landing. Pick up the pieces in the enemy quest. And investigate Tian's Landing. The trading village of Tian's Landing may be too small to have flyers or wind maps, but is the only settlement nearby. Travel there and see if you can find the resources you need. What plot items do we have? Silk strings. These strings are carefully woven and made of the finest silk. They look as if they were made for a musical instrument. Sounds like a quest of some sort. But yeah, see there's no reason to have that like one gem that reduces your focus just because yeah, right there we have a shrine that will replace it, so it's not a big deal. Ooh, Monk's Gem of Fate. And a lot of money. Ooh, nice. We're getting some there. Yeah, I might not use Dawnstar a lot in future areas just because like I said, she's more prone to see this one is this one gives you a chance of key power-ups instead of like the Warrior's Gem of Fate, which gives you health. I think there is one you can get later on that gives you focus, I think. But anyway, well, it may not seem wise for one to sacrifice one's spiritual nature for a gamble on fate's table. One must certainly see the wisdom in entering a card game with a stacked deck. This game rewards those willing to make such a sacrifice with more spiritual resources when it's needed most. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I usually don't use those builds or use those gems and stuff like that, so.
There is something dangerous beyond these gates. The spirits here are troubled.
Yeah, we'll need a key because that guy said something about the about the Lotus only being able to go in there. So, but yeah, because Dawnstar is a very harmony-based character in your team, I'll probably, even though I like her and everything about her, but because I'm playing a Discord build, I'm gonna probably take her out of my team next chance I get. I just want to keep her for this area until we get to Tien's Landing, so which is right here. Yay! I've already swapped to Sagacious Zoo for a bit. The only reason I think when I usually play, if I'm playing a Harmony build, I'll put Dawnstar in my group, and if I'm playing a Discord build, I'll put Sagacious Zoo in my build. There's nothing wrong with swapping it up. You sometimes will get interesting responses from each companion depending on your choices, like how Dawnstar will berate you for murdering that peasant, or like when you act cold or discordant, she'll mention the fact you're acting cold towards people and stuff like that. So, or Sagacious Zoo will mention if you're too good, he'll mention how you should be careful about being too, trusting and all this other stuff because he used to be an assassin and all that. So that's stuck with you. So yeah, I like the fact that there's two different opposing alignment characters, just to kind of question you, just to kind of be realistic.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse in my opinion. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever's in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
Yep. Now we have entered our first hub area of the game. Oh, good fortune. Let's check that out before I talk more about that. That is a good fortune. You get intuition from this. The thing is, despite me not using intuition a lot, this is another good gem to equip because it gives you two different sets of bonuses. So yeah, let's equip that Flood Scholar gem and put this one on. Are there any others that give you multiple ones at this moment? No, not really. And I'll keep the body one on tap. But let me read this really quick. Master Gambler Wu Pin was the scourge of the betting houses across the Empire. Rumor has it that one would never know he was present until it was too late, because he would always lose every single game until the very end, when he would reach into his pockets and finger his lucky gem, which would bolster his intuition and bring him victory in the final, most expensive gamble. But yeah, there's best to equip it just because of the two bonuses you get from that. Obviously, you can play however you want, but there's almost no reason not to equip it, just because of it boosting 2 stats instead of our other gems boosting 1. But yeah, this is the first hub world of the game. Spoilers, there's going to be more later on, or a hub area. Each chapter, not like I said, not trying to spoil, but it's pretty obvious. Each chapter has its own hub area. So like most...
I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
She's right to do more killing will bring back her friends. I don't think we can. We have to settle for vengeance. She's right to do. No, I don't think we can. We have to settle for vengeance.
I know. I just wish there was a way to put things back the way they were.
Sometimes you have to be tough. Despite me loving Dawnstar, you have to sometimes tell her the truth of things. She seems too optimistic, at least for us anyway. So anyway, this is just the little area that our companions can hang out when they're not in your team, so you can talk to them and stuff like that, get to know them a bit better. So let me do... No. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I was thinking of something else there for a second.
Yes? Is there something you want?
Yeah, we can ask a question about him, about what's going on there. So, what do you know about the current situation?
I won't get in your way if you don't get in mine. I have nothing more to say about where we are.
Well, we have been quite rude to you, so I guess that response makes sense. I have questions about our enemies.
Our enemy? The sure sign of an effective fighter is that he has many enemies. Which are you most curious about?
Tell me about Gao the Greater.
A small man. He bears a grudge against the world because his wealth cannot buy him the status he wants. At least that is my estimation of him. If we encounter him in his holdings near Tien's Landing, I doubt he will be very welcoming. Not after he learns the fate of his son.
Well, how will he know that we killed his son? It could have been anyone. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you're Harmony or Discord. You kill Gao no matter what you do, because that's just how it is. So, I want to know about the Emperor.
You name the Emperor among your personal foils. You have a grand opinion of yourself. Don't be so quick to link Sun High to the destruction you have seen. Death's hand may still answer to him, but it is a long leap from that to assuming the Emperor approves of what the Lotus Assassins have done.
I like the fact that he says, you think very highly of yourself if you think the leader of this whole land is your personal enemy. It seems to me that either he approves or has lost power. Tell me about that. Yeah, exactly. He's either knows what's going on or he's quite a weak emperor indeed.
Both of those possibilities will be hard for people to swallow. The Emperor is the Emperor. He is above weakness or viciousness. To question that is to question the nature of the Jade Empire, and not many people are willing to do that.
That makes sense. Well, this is based off the idea that the Emperor in actual ancient China was the same thing, that the Emperor was told by people that he is the son, like he is the golden child, son of heaven, that type of thing. So they feel almost close to being a deity, that type of thing. So that'd be why it'd be hard for them to learn their leader. Kind of sucks. Why not?
The Emperor is the foundation upon which we build. If he is weakened, we all fall.
It is hard to admit when your leaders suck, you know? I know I'm putting it kind of bluntly, but you know what I mean. Tell me about Death's Hand and the Lotus Assassins.
There is little to tell that would affect you now. The Assassins are fanatically loyal to Death's Hand, and he uses that influence to do as he wishes. He also controls the Imperial Army, but they are no longer in his favor, it seems. Mere guards in comparison to the Assassins. Death's Hand was just beginning his rise to power when I left the Lotus Assassins. I do not know much more about him.
I see. Other questions, sir?
I will answer what I wish.
Well, thanks for being quite cordial to us. Let's see, we already asked him about an enemy. I have questions about you and the Lotus Assassins.
I can assure you that I no longer share an allegiance with them. It was a short dalliance that ended on poor terms.
Short dalliance? You know quite a bit for being short dalliance, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to be certain of that. Or why did you leave them?
You can't, but if the Lotus Assassins wanted to get a spy close to you, they would not use one who bears their stained hands as openly as I.
I also doubt he would announce his former status, and if he did, he would probably appease you with something more detailed than, I don't want to talk about it.
Are you making fun of certain things in the game? Very well, but we're watching you, then I will not press the matter for now. Am I supposed to accept that answer?
I wouldn't have much respect for you if you did. But it is all that I'm going to offer right now. I'm not concealing anything that will harm you or your cause. You and Dawnstar have my full support. But my past is my own affair.
Well, it's a case of let's hold off for now until we get more of the plot going to give a reason to ask about it or whatever. So, alright, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's switch Dawnstar out for Sagacious Zoo, shall we?
Good. I need a break from the others in the camp.
Alright, let's talk to Dawnstar. How's my time looking? Oh, we're pretty close on time, so we'll... Do I want to start talking to her now? Yeah, we'll talk to her. We'll ask a gay question, anyways.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
It's lovely to hear her. It's always nice to hear you, Dawnstar, talk, so... I am interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you?
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li.
It's almost like we're playing an RPG or something like that. I have some general questions, Dawnstar.
I will answer what I can.
If if I haven't mentioned already, I love Dawnstar's voice. It's just so, you know, I don't know. It's just so sweet and precious, and you know, and you definitely want to help her out. You know, either be her friend or whatever. I forgot who her voice actress is. I'll have to look it up later. But what should I concentrate on doing?
Zoo made it quite clear what we must do. We need a wind map, and we need a flyer. The longer we take, the farther away Master Li gets.
So we need two things to get out before we leave Tian's Landing. Gotcha. What do you think of this place?
I do not like the area around this place, around Tian's Landing. There is rot here, deep in the heart of it. There are secrets, and there has been much suffering. Maybe I just feel this way because of what happened at the school, or what I fear will happen to Master Li. I just know we must be careful.
I don't appreciate your lack of confidence in me. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. Be strong.
I will, but I cannot help worrying or thinking about what has happened to Master Li.
He was a fool. What kind of man gives himself to the enemy? It's really hard to be. I kind of almost wish I was playing pure Discord, no matter who it is I'm talking to, that I'm always mean no matter what, but... okay, we will save him. We can put things right if we stay together.
That is very sweet of you to say. We should get back to what we need to do. Is there anything else you need?
Huh, she was acting a little coy there with her. Nah, it's probably nothing. She just likes talking to me. We're friends, right? So, you know, best buds, all that other stuff. So, alright, goodbye for now, Dawnstar.
Be well, my friend.
Right, my friend. Alright, well, sounds like the world is opened up to us, so now we've got the too damn site. Oh, man. So, anyway, we finally made it to Tian's Landing. But what is in Tian's Landing? What colorful characters will we appear? Will we continue our Discord way, or will we open our heart to harmony? Find out next time as we explore Tian's Landing in the next episode of Jade Empire. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.